Hello everyone with 5 quick tips for Photoshop. First, go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. And for the preset menu right here, you can choose the preset options that you can use to automatically set the levels without adjusting the settings yourself. You can pick darker, you can increase the contrast, for which you have 3 different options. You can lighten the shadows, make things lighter, the midtones brighter and darker. And you can also go to the channel menu right here to actually adjust the levels for the different color channels of the image. If we go to the red and move this slider to the right, it actually makes the image more blue because it reduces the amounts of red. If we move the white slider to the left, it gives back to the reds and brings more red to the image. Let's say we want it more blue for now. Same for the green. Let's decrease the greens. Go to the blues. Let's give it less blue. And get back to RGB. And let's lighten the shadows by moving the gray slider to the left. And feel free to experiment with all those different options. Tip number 2. Let's say we have these 2 images open in separate documents in Photoshop, but we want to work on both of them simultaneously. So what you can do is go to Window, Arrange, to up horizontal, or Window, Arrange, to up vertical, and you have so many different options here for when you're working with more images. For example, let's choose to up vertical, and as you can see, this one here is more close than this one. And let's zoom in a bit more. Let's say we want them to be zoomed to have the exact same amount of zoom. So again, go to Window, Arrange, and choose Match Zoom. Now let's create a custom shape. First, go right here and choose the Quick Selection tool. Let's select the apple. And we're gonna use this selection later to create the quick selection, to create the custom shape tool. Now go to window, paths, and right here at the bottom of the paths panel, click here to make work path from selection. And when you click it, as you can see, now you have a path with the same shape as your selection. From the tools menu, pick the direct selection tool. Let's zoom in a little bit. And as you can see, you can select the points and further adjust your path if you want to. So let's adjust this curve right here a little bit. It doesn't need to be perfect. Now go to edit, define custom shape, and for the shape name, let's name it Apple 1 or whatever you like. Click on OK. Then if we select the custom shape tool, and here for the shape we scroll all the way down, and you can see your custom shape here. Select it, go to the layers panel, let's create a new layer, click and drag, and as you can see, you can change the width and height of the shape just by clicking and dragging. And I'm using the old wave transformation from my preference settings. So if I hold the shift key, it keeps the proportions, and when you release, boom, you have your shape. So let's use the shape we created for this one. Select the custom shape tool, and from right here, maybe you're right here, scroll to the bottom, select your shape if not already selected. Then let's select the color red. Then click and drag to create the shape. Then for the fill, choose no color, and for the stroke, choose no color. Then select the brush tool and click right here, and you can select whichever brush you like, but for this tip I recommend you select the soft round pressure size brush. So click on it, And let's create a new layer. Let's set the size, I think 50 pixels for the size, and 0% for the hardness is fine. Then go to Window, Paths, and here is our work path from the shape of the apple. So click on it to make it active, and it appears here. Then select the pen tool, right click above the shape, and click on Stroke Path. This little menu appears, so pick the brush option for the tool and make sure you select Simulate Pressure. Then click OK, and voila. Click on an empty space in the path panel, the paths panel, to deselect the path. And this is how you create this stroke path effect. Tip number 5. Click D on your keyboard or right here on this little icon to set the default and background colors to black and white. Then select your brush tool. Click here on this drop down menu to open the brush preset picker. Then click right here and choose legacy brushes. Now Photoshop asks you, restore the legacy brushes brush set to the list of brush presets. Click OK. Scroll all the way down to the legacy brushes. Click on this tiny arrow on the left of the folder to expand it. Again scroll all the way down, and again click on the arrow for the wet media brushes to expand it. Scroll all the way down and double click on the watercolor textured surface brush to select it. And right here for the brush size, let's set it to 800 pixels, and for the hardness, set it to 30%. Now go to Quick Mask Mode, Editing Quick Mask Mode, Q on your keyboard, click and drag around in the view, and the red areas is what is going to be the visible parts of the selection. So we are creating an artistic frame. So click and release, or just click and drag until you create the shape that you like. And then click Q again to make your selection. Then go to Edit, Fill, and for the contents choose white. For the blending mode choose normal, and for the opacity 100%. Then click OK. Then go to Select, Deselect, and there you have it. This artistic looking photo frame effect. Thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel, click in the link in the video description to buy my Photoshop Learn Impressive Photo Effects course. And in this course I will teach you impressive Photoshop effects that you can use for advertising, graphic design, or digital art. The course is 2 hours and 47 minutes long. You have 21 downloadable resources, full lifetime access, access on mobile and TV, and you also will receive a certificate of completion. And you can also subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up. Bye bye.